we're at E3, and I know you love gaming, so I wanted to ask, is that something you'd still like to be more involved with?
Well, look, as I was developing a game at PHQ, which went, you know, and then I was there for about a year and a half or 2 years, so we were pretty advanced in the planning and all that. I am still interested. We're talking about partnerships with other creators and so forth, because to me it has changed the way I view the image and the sound. A lot of the saturation of the colors in Pacific Rim are influenced by things like the heavy metal comics, but they're also influenced by the saturation in video games. You know, like to go for pure colors and a really dense base of blacks, because I think that that's part of the storytelling. What allows a creature to exist, a monster or a robot that is so exceptional, cannot exist if you're shooting just normal footage, unless that's the point of the story. For example, on District 9, where you're taking something and saying, this is the way it would look in a dusty reality, right? But if you want to create something that exceptional and weird and all that, what I wanted to do is create an ecosystem that is really special. So you are immersed in that world, and it allows the creatures to exist and live in it. Like a lizard, you put it in a special little habitat. Same with monsters. So video games for me have sound design is amazing, saturation is amazing. I'm still a gamer. 2 days ago, my daughter and I, she finished it before me, but I finished BioShock Infinity, and you know, it's such a great mindfuck. It's also beautiful, and I think, you know, obviously Levin always has such beautiful cross-cultural references, you know, with Comstock and Civil War and all that. It's real, and I have to explain them to my daughter. I didn't explain Comstock because that's a little heavy, but I did explain, well, he was a Puritan guy that was a reformer, blah blah blah. But I love the richness of it. I think that he is one of the best world creators in any audiovisual form, period. You know, and I think that I'm blessed with a good friendship with Kojima. You know, I think he's one of the powerhouses, and I think that when you play a game like Shadow of the Colossus or Ico, you are transported to another world. You know? So I am very much a user, and I'm very much I grew up, and my first video game was the first video game. I'm 48. My first video game was Telecom. So it's my generation. I grew up with that, so legitimately I am extremely interested in the way narrative is changing. And it'll change towards that, by the way. It'll be I think a single server unit for the home. I mean, it will be certainly, and it'll go to places that are unexpected, I think, where content will be able to transform itself as you go along. And I'm talking about less than a decade.